Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 14 trades. Today's date is October the 28th and I'm using my new Pro Trader trading system. As you can see down at the bottom, and I can scroll down, out of 14 trades, the top two here are losers. And you should realize that no trader out there can claim that they win 100% of the time. That's virtually impossible. But you have to have your winners outperforming your losers if you want to succeed at trading. So as you can see, as I scroll down, 14 trades with only 2 losers. So every morning at 6 o'clock, I'm in front of the computer right here, checking out the charts and looking at my daily trade plan. Let's take a look at that. This is what I was looking at this morning between 6 and 7, as many of these trades were taken at that time, and some I had to wait for them to line up to go in the direction of my expert advisor here. So once I get everything lined up, and then my super signal indicator gives me an alert whether I should be buying or selling, then I just look at the charts and make a decision as to when I want to get in the trade. Now all of my trades were taken directly from the daily trade plan. I put an arrow in. Now on this first one here, as you can clearly see, it's going up and down and up. But I had one loser, it wouldn't cooperate. And then further down, I turned it into a winner. And that's just the way sometimes trading goes. So on this first trade right here, maybe I can do both euro trades at the same time. Now I was a winner, did get the signal. If I here or here, wherever I get in, that was a winner of about 18 pips. But I didn't catch it in time because running 14 trades, sometimes you just miss it and the market does this. So anyhow, it's the euro dollar, so it does pay $10 on each pip. So this has to be 34. There it is there, 34. That's a negative, by the way, because I lost. So that's a negative 34 times the $10 times the lots. That's why you see minus $3,400. Okay, let's move on to the next trade. We'll just go in the proper order here. Anyhow, pound New Zealand. Here we go. Another one. Just a small loser, not a big deal. Trade plan did say to buy, but getting in at the wrong time. Let's see. Well, wasn't exactly the wrong time. Buy signal back here would have been better here. Now, one point I was making. See, all these trades were winners. The only problem is I didn't manage it quite properly. It would have been up about 27, 29 or 30 pips here actually. But by the time I saw it, and I closed it out, by the way, I closed out all the trades using my close all script at exactly 9:14 this morning. So, love my close all script. And if you want the close all script, I'll give it to you for free. All you got to do is send me an email with your first and last name. Just ask for the close all script and I'll email it back to you. One click of the mouse closes out 14 trades, closes out everything in the trade terminal. All winners, losers, pending orders, anything in the trade terminal gets shut down with one click of the mouse. Love my close all script. Let's see. So this is a negative. Looks like about 17. So minus 17 pips, and that's why you see minus $988. And just to let you know and remind you, the close all script is free. And once I send that to you, then I'll put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. Here we go. Let's move on to the next trade. Now we're getting into the winners. This is just a small winner. As you can see, in and out was very quick actually. Let's go down to the 5 minutes so I can get some range on it. Here it is here. I'm always on the 15 minutes and I'll only go down to the 5 minutes just to get a better reading and or better entry. Now, it looks like this is 2. Let's go with 2 pips. And 2 pips ended up paying out $135. Moving on to the next trade, which is the pound Aussie. Another one I wanted to be buying. Great example of what I would call a great way to trade. I teach all of these secrets within the training videos of the Pro Trader system. Let's drop it. Well, maybe I can get a reading on this. Got in at this cursor. Close it out here. Looks like with 3. That would be about right. 3 pips. And that ended up paying out $256. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, euro dollar. Let's see where I got in. Well, let's clean up the charts first. Anytime you want to clean up the chart, just reapply the template. Let's drag and drop this up. This one I bought it. Now market decided, I thought with the arrow here, it was going to go up to this. It eventually did go, by the way, up to this area of resistance. But the market is very random. And just to let you know, a 10 or 20 pips stop many times will not hold. That's why you need a daily trade plan. If it's telling you to buy, if you get in at the wrong point, it can go 20, 30, 40 pips against you. So, but I knew after it saw this wick and this wick, I knew it was going to go back up again and give me an opportunity to close out the trade. As my mentor told me many years ago, you have to establish which way the market is moving or the trend, and then of course give it some room to breathe. So obviously if you're pulling the trigger at this point, you're supposed to put your stop at the first swing pivot low, which is right here, by the way. So as I mentioned, this is where your stop should be. Never did hit it by coming over here. And so let's see where I got in at here, and I closed it out here. A winner, euro dollar, this should be 9. As it pays $10 on each pip. There it is, 9 times the 10 times the 10 lots paid out $900. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, which is the pound CAD. Another one I wanted to be buying. Very clear, the market's going up, plus the daily trade plan said to buy. So it's a no-brainer. Let's see where I got in at. Here we go. Market did a bit of a pullback. Remember what I said. You got to give it room to breathe. So it's either swing pivot low or you're going to put your stop right below the goal line, right about here. Anyhow, let's see. Pound CAD. Close it out being happy. It looks like I was happy with 17 pips. And those 17 pips ended up paying out $1,323. I'm generally happy once I see 200 pips and ticks each and every trading day. Okay, let's move on to the next trade. Pound yen, here we go. Another one, very clear, going up directly from the daily trade plan. Pulled the trigger, went mostly sideways, a little bit down over here. But I knew I was going to have a winner with 95% certainty. And I closed out the trade, looks like with 28 pips. And those 28 pips paid out $1,965. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, which is gold. Okay, now we can continue to move on here. After gold, the next one was the pound Swiss. Here we go. All the pound pairs today. As you can see by the meter, remember you must have a meter. If you don't have a meter, you're losing out on a lot of trading opportunities every day. When it was going up, it was a bus driver. In other words, it was more than 80%. Okay, on this pound Swiss, let's see where I got in at. After the setup candle, this is your trigger candle. Don't you just love this super signal indicator? Get in, which is exactly what I did. And I closed it out. Just being happy, looks like with 33 pips. And those 33 pips ended up paying out $3,415. Okay, let's move on to the instruments that move the most and pay the most from here down. Love trading these instruments. Dow Jones. Here we go. On this Dow Jones, wanted to be buying. Look at all the blue arrows. Blue means going up, so you should be buying. Very clear to see. Not to mention it said it on the daily trade plan. Buy, that's exactly what I did. Market did. A little bit of spiking around here. This happens to be at 8:30. There was some news at 8:30 this morning. That's why you got to keep an eye on the calendar at Forex Factory. So I know it's going to jump around a bit. And when it's done doing that, just continue. And by the way, some of these trades from here moving down, I could have made a lot more. So what I did was I took the money and divided it by 5 because it pays $5. And the calculator stated the fact it's 121 ticks. Oh, let's see what it did go up. Let's see. 121, that's over 400, almost 440 there. Could have made a lot more. But anyhow, there's your 121. I was very happy at that point in time. So 121 times 5 times 10 lots paid out $6,050. So moving on to the next trade, the S&P 500. It's the same as the Dow Jones, pays $5 on each tick. Wanted to be buying it. There's my super signal indicator. See how accurate it is? Quite clear. Get into trade. And eventually it goes up, and it went up for quite a bit actually, over 500. And I used a calculator to figure it out, and the calculator says it should be 132. It's a little bit hard to get it right on, but you remove the last digit, and it is, according to the calculator, 132 ticks times the $5 times the lots paid out, $6,625. Okay, let's move on to the NASDAQ. Now this one pays $20 for each tick. Another one I wanted to be buying. Let's see where I got in at. Again, right where the super signal, the arrow is here. And then we had some news, and the market just kept going in the direction of my daily trade plan, which is a must-have. If I was staying in the trade now, it would be well over 200 NASDAQ. That would have been well over, that's 237, quite a bit actually. But calculator states that it should be 40. There it is right there. You remove the last two digits, so it's 40 times the $20 times 10 lots paid out, $8,140. Moving right along to Russell. Now the Russell pays $10 for each tick. Looking at the money, it should be 105. So 105. So let's see where I got in at. Buy signal here, here, and here, and here. And I knew I wanted to be buying. I knew it was going to go up. Some news came out. It spikes around a little bit. See how you have to give your trade some room to breathe. Because if you put your stop here, well, sometimes you'll get stopped out, and then only to learn the market went in your favor. Anyhow, that's all part of trade management, which is something that you have to master. Got in here, and what did I say? 105. It's 106. There it is right there. You remove the last digit, so it's 105 times the $10 times the lot, paid out $10,500. Okay, moving on to the last trade, the DAX 30. Now the DAX 30 pays $3.75 for each tick. And most days the DAX 30 will be the biggest payout. So I got in here, remember the high impact news, bouncing around, and then it just carried on its merry way. So, and believe me, on the DAX 30, using a 10 or 20 tick stop is suicide. You will lose, as you can clearly see, well over 360 ticks. But there's plenty of ticks to be made. Hundreds, it's 900 there. The calculator stated the fact that it should be 305. And this is going to be really impossible to get it right on. That's about as close as I'm going to get. You can get a calculator, take the money, divide it by $3.75. It does say 305. And that's why you see the payout here was $11,437. So another great day of trading. Great way to end the week. I added up all the pips and the ticks, and I knew it was going to be over 500 for today. That's including all the losers. So I ended up, as I added up all the winners and losers, and it worked out to being 769, and those 769 pips and ticks ended up paying out $49,070. So if your system's not producing on a daily basis like my Pro Trader system, well, I recommend you get your hands on it, and don't forget the daily trade plan. Now I do have an ongoing special. If you buy any 2 packages, I'll give 1 package for free. The packages are right below this video, and I can quickly bring them all up right here and show you. Each package I do charge $250 for individually, but if you buy any 2 out of the 4 I'm going to show you, you can take 1 for free. Now, this is the pro trading system, jam-packed with a lot of videos, 22 of them, about 30 minutes long each, well over 3 gigabytes of training. And of course, here's my daily trade plan, Expert Advisor. I highly recommend it. If you are failing, it is because you don't have any kind of a trade plan. This is an excellent trade plan. And as I mentioned, if you bought any two, and here are the other two. How I Trade Live, Advanced Trading Tips, 20 training videos, between 20 and 30 minutes long approximately. Now I just ran a check on it and there's well over 2 gigabytes, so I just wrote that in here. So plenty of educational material teaching you all these different ways to trade. So you can put the video on pause at any point or back it up. You can read absolutely everything. Remember, if you buy any two, you can have one for free. Now this is where all the training videos are in both of these packages. Highly recommend you get both of these. So you can put the video on pause and read everything in here, as I'm not going to read all the different ways that I teach how to trade the markets. If you have any questions, simple, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. Now, of course, if you live too far, well, just send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now, I do prefer Skype. Made it easy for you. Just click on this link and we will have a Skype connection. And through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you some free tips and tricks and answer your questions. Keep in mind I do all of that with no obligation to you. So it's time to wrap up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day on Monday, should be on Monday actually, I want to wish you good luck with your trading. Have a great weekend. And remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.